Hello. Hello, good day. Lorigan, GG on first. Minish and Lorigan, why? 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 Part 115, those are rookie numbers. If I ever make my way back to La Mulana, I feel like that's probably going to be like this too. My biggest issue with going back to La Mulana is that, like, where I left off in it was very much a point of uncertainty on what to do, and the only things I could find to do didn't feel like the correct things. But also, with how that game plays, I have no idea if they were or not, so I'm just like... I feel like if I go back to La Mulana, I'm gonna have to have a point in a direction or something. And I don't know how I feel about that. But also maybe, like, exploring that world again with a fresh set of eyes would do something. I don't know. One day I'll go back to it. I also need to, like, redo my notes for that game before I go back to it, probably. Deadly! Hello! Welcome on in. So, happy 420 to everyone. I just got back from, like, a little family... I guess I don't know if barbecue's the right word. It was, like, grill out. Little family grill out. Had some really good burgers. Had some grilled pineapple. Big fan of grilled pineapple. I put grilled pineapple on my burger, which is also very good. And there was some roasted potates. Deadly. Regarding Minute, because I assume that's Minute, so make it small screen, and then you can drag the corners of it. It does tell you this in the menu, but I know it's hard to see the menu at first. But it tells you at the bottom of the menu. So if you want it to be at any other size, when it's not in full screen, you can drag the corners to do whatever you want. It's a little funky that it defaults to... I mean, what I think it defaults to is I think it defaults to literally, like, the actual size, and because it's, like, you know, a pixel, like, 8-bit style game, it's very small. But yeah, it's an odd choice not to have put the effort into making some preset sizes, I think. Oh yeah, I've heard of games where full screen only works on one monitor. There's a reason for that, and I don't remember what the reason is anymore. But it's not an uncommon issue in games, from what I've read. Mostly it's not uncommon because you have to do something... You have to do something to activate. Like you have to put effort into not having that. And a lot of people forget to put that effort in. Artsy with the treat ritual. Alright. We're gonna do some treat ritual here in a second. I'm being ignored. You are not being ignored. I constantly have to go back and forth between, do I want to continue finishing one full thing of thought, or do I want to interrupt myself over and over again? And I don't know which one's better. Because obviously, if you finish a whole section of thoughts, then people can feel like they're ignored, which is not true. It's just like, I don't know. It feels better than disjointedly interrupting my own thoughts. Alright, we'll go here. We got a plush in the mail today. We got a little plush from Rune Fencer Lilia. I didn't even know I was getting a plush. I think it's because it was part of the Kickstarter, but I didn't remember it. Yeah, I didn't even remember it being part of it, so that's pretty fun. Wop. Apparently only 300 of them. 300. It's gonna live in the bed, but it's in the way this very second, so I'm moving it. Same with... Well, I guess Grubbo can stay right here. That's fine. But you didn't even say hi, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to not say hi. Hello, Artsy. How is everybody doing today? How is your Sunday going? Today's not Sunday. How is your Saturday going? You know, I realized it wasn't Sunday. I got there. We're doing okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. Everything's okay. We have the treats. Sure, and get a case of anxieties. I assume that's because of your upcoming stuff that you got, like all the big stuff. Yeah, the big thing. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry it is making you start to feel anxious. I'm sure it's all going to be fine. We have Treatos for the boy bees. Does anybody else want to give treats while we're here right now? If so, now's the time. If not, it'll have to be the next break time. Horny GG 95 stream streak. Made catnip tea for your cats because they were begging partner for edible. That's amazing. I mean, I get very pre-travel anxious. So, Torny and I are trying to plan out a summer trip to go visit some family that we haven't seen in a few years. And I haven't bought the tickets yet, and in part it's because, like, I know, I'm already anxious about that. I hate going to the airport. I literally hate it. Absolutely. I don't take hate lightly. I hate it. And, like, we went to the airport for the first time in a long time to go visit some other family last year, and it feels like that just happened. Like, I still feel so done with the airport from that trip. So I'm really not looking forward to this one, but... Yes. Yeah, definitely. Like, looking forward to seeing the family and stuff, and going out to, we'll be going out to Arizona, which Arizona is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be there during my favorite time of season, which is the monsoon season. I think we're going to be there after that ends, probably. But I thought it was June. I thought it was the end of June. We're probably going to be there like Mitch.
We might be there, we might not.
I don't know. Yeah, we are not going to. Yeah, southern Arizona is what you're thinking of, and it is what most people think of because southern Arizona is the it's the place that a lot of people go to. You know, it's like cheaper, quote unquote. Although these days it's not because of the whole, something that's cheaper everyone goes to and it drives the price up. But no, yeah, you're thinking of southern Arizona. Northern Arizona is, it's pretty much... Northern Arizona is very similar to Washington State in terms of everything. Like in terms of, weather and stuff, and temperature.
Yeah, it's drier, but it's a similar climate, it's similar trees, it's...
Yeah. Yeah, northern Arizona, very different from southern Arizona. And southern Arizona is what everybody thinks of when they just think of Arizona, typically. I guess I could have specified northern Arizona is where we're going, but... yeah. Yeah. That's true, especially, like, see... That's a very good question. I'm sure it's probably technically against, like, TSA stuff, because you get just into internet... Like, a lot of flying-related stuff gets just purely into, federal level, and federally, there's still a lot of no's on stuff. That's just a whole tough thing right there. Honestly, I feel like there's not a good thought either way.
That's also
Yeah.
If you could disguise it as candy, they might not know. Depending on what it is, obviously.
Yeah, like... Realistically, like I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking realistically, it's probably not very difficult. It's definitely tricky. It's very frustrating, though. That situation is very frustrating to be in. The whole... The whole way everything is just structured, and that it's even a situation of frustration that you're in is, like, just stupid. Like, it's stupid that that's our current climate of the world, of the U.S. Alright, I'm going to hit the continue button. Boom. Cabbage. I owe you 2 cat treats still. Are you here for a moment? Do you want them redeemed now? They're in my unredeemed things because I forgot to give them out before you left the other day. So they're sitting there. They're sitting there, owed cat treats. It is. I have a debt right now that has not been paid off, and it's causing me stress. Not like terrible stress, but just like, ah, sure, why not? Excellent, we'll do that now. Boom. Whoa. The babies. Yeah, TSA once held me in a secured location for a while because I was a bomb threat. So that was a fun time. This was at like midnight or 1 in the morning, like the day after Christmas, I think. This was a whole thing. So I used to need a mobility device. I used a mobile scooter, you know, kind of sit down in, like the the kind that you're used to, like people sitting down in and going around. It was a very fast one, but yeah, it was a little mobile scooter because I have a lot of leg issues. I don't need one anymore. I've had a lot of operations to not need it, but I used to. And so while going to the Philadelphia airport, it was snowing, and because it was late at night is when they drive the trucks that go and like cover the roads and stuff to help prevent the heavy icing and everything. Well, I guess those trucks have like the stuff that they spray out does have like some sulfur in it, among other things. So there was sulfur that got onto my like scooter because my dad was driving and he has like a pickup truck, and so my scooter was in the back of the pickup truck, and so it got some trace amounts of sulfur on it. So when you're going through the TSA and you have a mobility device, they run a wipe along the device and then they test the wipe. And because the wipe said that it had sulfur, I had to be quarantined. Me and the scooter were quarantined, and they had to call a bomb expert down at, again, 1 in the morning. It was either midnight or 1 in the morning, because I think the flight was at 1, so I think this was at midnight. But yeah, so we had to be there. We almost missed the flight, which would have been awful. But the dude was so mad. The bomb expert dude was livid because I don't know, you know, this is not my job. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like, if they have a protocol, like I don't want to just too harshly fault the people that called the bomb dude. Because if their protocol is you wipe the thing and then the thing says positive sulfur and you have to call the bomb dude, then you have to do it, right? There's no ifs and buts. Like, that's just, if that's what they have to do for their protocol, then they have to do it, and I'm not gonna, like, be too mad at them. He was livid, the actual bomb expert person was livid because, he said it's like a common thing, like apparently, what about second cat treats? We will do more cat treats for V. I don't know, he literally was like, you know that when it's snowing, the stuff they use has sulfur. So if they test positive for the sulfur, and it's something that clearly was outside, it's from that. It's always like he was like, it's always from that. Like,
use your critical thinking skills.
Yeah, he was mad, I think, because as far as he's concerned, it should automatically be dismissed given the current conditions. And I think part of it is that they're supposed to do... I do think that maybe they were supposed to do a second test, not just on the outside. If the first one from the outside was positive, then there was maybe a thing to do that was, like, not just outer things, so that, like, to specifically a check for that. Because I want to say he ended up, like, lifting the battery up and then, like, doing a test from under the battery, which was then, of course, negative, because nothing got into that area. But regardless, he was just so upset to have been called at, like, you know, midnight or whatever. For some kid, I was like in high school at the time, so he was just like, this is just absurd. Yeah, that was definitely one of the most stressful flights though ever. Like, they very kindly, they're not supposed to hold up the plane for, like, a single passenger or anything. But because I was, like, a minor, and was being held for, like, this really bizarre situation thing, they agreed to hold the plane for, like, 10 minutes or whatever. They were like, if you get here within the 10 minutes, then we'll still keep the plane here. But if you're there after the 10 minutes, then the plane's gone. So, yeah, it just added a lot to that whole situation. Yeah, I don't know exactly. I think I was quarantined because I was with, like, you know, I was the person operating the device. Let's get these boys some more treats. Here's another treat for you. There, you got it. You have to wash your hands. Here's another treat for you. Yeah, I've got to say, I've never really been thrilled with Philadelphia's airport people in general. Like, the TSA has been terrible in Philadelphia. The non-TSA I've had issues with before too. Like, I've just had a lot of issues. Was it the Philadelphia airport that we were coming back from last time, where they were like, oh, we'll have someone help you out, and then they literally just left, and then nobody showed up?
Oh, with it'll take us a while to get to the thing if we walk. Can we have a ride? And they're like, oh yeah, and then they fucking...
Yeah. I think that was Philadelphia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Cabbage, adios. Yeah, last summer, so, like, even though I don't need a mobility scooter now, I do walk kind of slow. So, long distances of walking, I try
to make a connection.
Yeah, I try to like if I can take, you know, the little cart in the airport where they drive people, I try and, like, take those if it's long distance. So, like, they changed a gate when we were going. I think it was they changed the gate. It wasn't, yeah, they changed the gate. So, like, our original tickets were for one gate, and so we got dropped off at that gate area and everything, and we checked in on that side of the airport. And then, after we, like, checked in, they were like, oh, you know what, your flight has actually been moved to, like, the opposite side of the airport. We're like, oh goodness. We luckily got there, like, early, but I was like, I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get to the opposite side of the airport. Like, that could take me, like, an hour. Like, an hour would be too long. So I went and talked to talked to one of the little staff booths, and it's like, hey, is there any way you could call one of the little taxi things so I could be taxied over there, because I don't think I'm gonna make it over there in... Like, I'm very worried I won't be able to make that, like, make it to my gate now that it's been changed. And they were like, you know, we can probably do that. But, you know, I get off my shift now, so someone else will be here, and then they'll call one. You know, I'll put the original request in, but someone else is supposed to show up here at some point in time, and when they show up, double check with them. I was like, okay. So then we were, like, waiting and waiting. Nobody showed up to taxi us. And nobody was showing up to take over for the person. And then eventually, I think the next person to take over for the first person showed up. And they're like, yeah, we were kind of waiting. They said they were going to call someone for like a taxi to bring us to the other terminal. And they were like, yeah, that might be going slow. We'll call them again, but it might be a while. Like, I don't really have an ETA or anything. It'll just, maybe someone will show up eventually. I was just like, what? Okay, how does this system work? What do you mean they'll just show up eventually? So we finally decided that instead of waiting for whenever eventually was, that we should just go. We should just go and pray that I could actually walk there, because we'd already wasted like 20-something minutes, right? Like, so we ended up walking. We did end up making it in time. Luckily, that airport does have those, like, moving walkways installed down the long corridors. So...
flagging down a cart as we were walking?
I don't know if we did that time. We have a different time.
We have?
Yeah. But yeah, no, we ended up taking the moving walkways, which, luckily, we were going from the direction we were going, because the walkways were not working the opposite direction. They were literally, like down for maintenance. But the direction we were going, the moving walkways were up, so...
Airports.
I think the person that showed up that said, oh, they could show up at, like, they'll show up eventually or something. I think that was the person who was like, you know, where you're trying to get to, there's, like, moving walkways that go almost the entire way there, which is why we were like, okay, we'll just try and make it. So that was incredibly stressful, but we made it to the area, and we ended up having, like, a little bit of extra time, so we got some, like, Jamba Juice or something. That was nice. Definitely unnecessarily stressful. Sounds like the way the system works is that it does not... I am baffled. I still don't understand how... Oh my gosh, it's Thunder! Hello, Thunder! Oh, I'm slow. I'm snailed. What, you were doing Odyssey? Oh my god, is this a first playthrough of Odyssey? Wait a second. Hold on, I need more information about your Odyssey. I didn't see this message. I was, like, gone. I wasn't home earlier.
He was doing...
100%! Nice! Oh, you know what? I did know this. You know what? You mentioned, I think, when you got to the post-game, I think. I knew this, and I forgot. But yes, 100% GG. That's so good. How did you like Odyssey? Now that you are 100% done, what are your thoughts on Odyssey? Follow-up question to that question. Do you think you will play more Odyssey now that you've, like, completed it? Like, will you attempt a, like, speed run of it at all? Or, like, a challenge run? Anything like that? Do you have Switch Online? Will you do some Balloon World? Luigi's Balloon World, I should specify, because I think Balloon World is also another thing. Deadly, have a good lurk. After I 100%ed Odyssey, it was before Balloon World came out, and I had this idea in my head that I wanted to do what I called a Luigi run. And my Luigi run was I needed to get the minimum amount of moons needed to get to the Luigi outfit. And then, and they had to be as few story moons as possible. The goal was to get the bare minimum to get to Luigi with triggering the least amount of cutscenes I could. And then, once I unlocked Luigi, it was to go play the game from the beginning, and then 100% every world on the way through it as Luigi. So it was Luigi, like, saves the day, like Luigi did it. It was a very fun run. I had a lot of... I enjoyed that run. Mostly because it was just silly, and I was doing a lot of, you know, like, Luigi roleplay kind of thing. Like, aha! It is me, Luigi, I'm here. Was a comfy playthrough for you. Pretty solid wrap-up. Nice. At least until you think about playing it again in 6 years. I would love to go and play more Odyssey at some point.
Maybe you could stream it.
Yeah. Well, if I ever get a foot pedal, then I'll stream Switch stuff again. But yeah, I love Odyssey. Odyssey still has, I think, one of my all-time favorite, like, movement systems as you really start getting into it. Pseudo Regalia is up there. So I want a foot pedal because it would allow me to play my Switch and use push-to-talk still easily. I'll have the foot pedal mapped to my push-to-talk button. It literally is on the throne. I just don't think I have my throne listed. But it is on there. There's no telling me to put it on there. It's been on there since I made a throne. I made a throne for the foot pedal. Well, eventually. I'm gonna clean up my page at some point. But anyway. Yeah, I think a foot pedal would be really, really convenient for, yeah, exactly. Like, for microphone-related things, it would just be so absurdly convenient. I was actually looking at one... So there's two I've looked at for foot pedals. I've looked at one that's a single pedal, and I also was looking at one that's 3 pedals. And I kinda like the idea of the 3 pedal one, because then I could have 3, like there can be the obvious push to talk, but then I could have 2 other commands that I wanna, like, you know, access easily. And so I like the options of the 3 one. But both seem good. Yeah, eventually, my plan is to try and not spend too much money on, like, just my stream stuff, unless it's money from the stream stuff, you know what I mean? Like money from Twitch can go into Twitch stuff. It's basically my idea. Anyway, Thunder, if you are needing to get going and I'm distracting you too much, you are perfectly fine. You don't have to feel obligated to stay. For anyone that does want to stay, though, I am just starting today's Noita-ing. So I'm gonna get back to that in a second. Dang. I want to play Odyssey. I'm trying to decide if it's been a long enough time that I could play Odyssey from the beginning and have it feel like a fun experience again. Imagine having expendable money that isn't Twitch money. I mean, I do budget for expendable money. I specifically... Oh my god! Deadly just went live with Minute? Should be noted, Deadly I think is now streaming... Yes, it is Minute. Excellent. Deadly is about to play Minute for Indie Game Book Club. I know how letters of the alphabet work. Anyway, so So definitely, if you're here and not actually interested in Noita, then maybe go check out Deadly. Like, Minute's pretty fun. It's a nice indie game. Indie game book club's pretty great. I recommend Instagram Bullshit. Instagram Bullshit's a very funny acronym. I don't use Instagram, but Instagram Bullshit does amuse me. You just gotta play Lethal. Ask Ratleg to play some Lethal Company together. That's the secret to getting everyone on everyone's Steam list. Like, Pizza Tower's not like a Sonic game. Pizza Tower's like WarioWare.
Oh.
But Wario World, not WarioWare. Yeah. But just the secret to getting anyone on your Steam friends list is just play Lethal Company with them if you know they like Lethal Company. There's just... I did correct myself. Oh, I said world, didn't I? You know, I went to correct myself and I literally corrected myself incorrectly. I've ruined everything. I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright. I think in a second, I might go back to what I was doing before I started messing with these islands. I'm curious if there's anything up here. And this dude has a lot of health. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's fair. Like, you never know if someone's gonna take it too. It could be fine, but it could be like, I feel uncomfortable about this. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I gotta say, I wasn't entirely expecting the Mimicium to become cheese. One day we'll figure out what to do with this. I don't think that day's today, though. Curry chips! I don't know if I've ever had curry chips. It doesn't sound familiar. I don't know how far I have to go to be safe from stuff. Farther. Oh, okay, okay. It is chips like French fries. In that case, yes, I have had them. I thought this was like ketchup chips, like, but with like curry instead of like curry powder instead of ketchup powder. Yeah, I honestly think the next thing I need to do is just start going into alternate worlds. Alright, there we go. I think this is fine. Actually, where's the... I have a decrease speed modifier. I wonder if I can put that on the heal bolt to heal from it more easily. Where did I leave it, though? me put this on you. It does go very quickly, so it's probably fine. We do need more, like, drills or something, because if we could put another drill here, we'd fix that slight mana issue. Or we could grab a tablet that we left somewhere, and then we could go, get an every other spell. Which would also be good. Where did I leave the tablet? Is it not here? Arc. Magic arrow. Where did I leave the tablet? I don't have it with me. I have powder sack with me. Which I don't need with me right now. I can drop powder sack. But where did I leave the tablet? Oh, right. Oh. Oh. I don't want to fight you. Okay. Seems to be leaving me alone. That's fine. Okay, for my orb notes, I think what we're gonna do is I'll have like east and west. So we've also gotten main world, gotten east. Hmm. Yeah, really should get stuff to fix up this wand more. Okay, so we want to go like here. I'm gonna remove these. I think it's like right here. It might be a little bit more that way, but we're gonna start with here. That might be into this. Yeah. More black holes. Oh, interesting. This is okay. I don't want to be right here. Be more this way. I guess this is fine. Sure, we'll take this. Still don't know what this does. Oh, Jesus! Oh. Interesting. So, I just tried to throw it. I'm confused. Hello, Tan Crab. I tried to throw magic perk rock, and we got beam this time. I've never had beam from it before. I haven't taken it that many times, but I'm not entirely sure what caused beam. Very interesting. We will have to take it and actually mess with it more at some point. One day we will learn what we do with perk rock. That's a direction for that to go. Extra perk in every holy mountain. That's really hard to say no to. I mean, I love slime blood, but extra perk would be really nice right now. I don't think I've ever seen this little series of tubes here before. It's neat. Since I'm about to grab it, we'll also put the one here. wonder if we put Mimicium into, like, this area, if the little sparkle effect gets copied or something. That'd be worth doing. See if that's secretly a thing. Ah! There's water. So we could go down from here. Might as well go left. I'm not sure if it's better to go down or left. Death Cross, disc projectile, gravity field. Maybe I'll want that. Lightning bounce. I don't know if I've had lightning bounce before. Need to get rid of something. Well, okay, we could just put this on here, which is fine. You remove Castaway. Put it on you. We like the slime explosion. Put it after you. We could put stuff after here that we don't like care about. Because it's probably not gonna trigger. I guess that's funny if it does trigger. Okay. Oh, you cast 3. Okay, well, it's probably for the best we did that, and then remember that that's how this wand works, and that's why I was going to replace this wand at one point. Put you here. Put you here. It doesn't really matter that you guys are here. There we go. Crit on oil. Crit on oil is probably good. Put you on there. Trick blood money. Phasing. Close call. Oh, these enemies are near you. As much as I want concentrated spells, we won't take concentrated spells because it will start causing my stuff. Like, I don't need it anymore to get the run going. And it'll mess up stuff like healing. Let's see, I think what I learned at one point is that, like, basically where the pillar is where one thing is, so I might as well do it, like, here. Pancrat, how are you doing today? How is your Saturday? We determined it's Saturday today. How was your Saturday? I mean, if it's eating the enemy projectiles, that's probably good defense. Think about heating up some dinner next. I've been doing alright. I went to a little family grill out earlier. Had some tasty burgies. Burgies and grilled pineapple. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I normally work on Saturdays, and my local family, notably, say potion. Excuse me, hold on. Oh my god! I guess the mimic potions can just be everywhere now that we found them? Alright. Interesting. Alright, before we descend, I do want to go kill Dargan here. Oh my god, it ate me! You know, I wasn't expecting to get eaten.
Thus ends the piss run.
I mean, we have a backup. But I am surprised. I am surprised. I was not expecting to get eaten. I didn't realize it did that much contact damage. Interesting. Well, we'll need to go clear all of the west stuff we did. Very interesting. I learned something. Don't do that. I guess that makes sense that it does a lot of contact damage, because it seems like it's really easy to dodge the other stuff normally. But, like, I've just never had it touch me before, you know? But that was a lot of damage. It just instantly Instantly did. I wonder if I can translate the text out there. We should, before we reset the thing, we should check that. It's a good thing we didn't like make major progress or anything, so it's not that big of a deal. Kinda looked around. Decided to go enter the other world, but didn't actually, like, we didn't find a ton yet. I think we can probably read it enough here. It starts to fade after that. Let me go ahead and open up my notes really quick. Yeah, all I did was collect 3 orbs and looked in some areas that didn't really find anything in. Like, if we had found an add mana or something, like, that would be one thing, but I literally did not. I'm trying to think if I found any spells I super care about, and I don't think so. Not any that I'm like, holy crap, we found this. This is very important. And same with perks. We didn't find, like, any, like, super powerful perks either. Okay, so starting over here, that, it's kind of like H. There's not a symbol that looks super concrete to that. This one is G. So let's, can I move this? GG. U. HEGU. This looks kind of like the X. It could also be the C. I feel like C is more likely. Is there another H? Is there another letter that looks kind of like H? Oh, I think it just repeats from there, actually. HU. G. Yeah, it looks like it's repeating at that point. Hello, Wonderball. Hello. Hello, welcome on in. Hello, everybody. One second here. I seen playing Wordless. How was Wordless? Hello, well... Oh, Worldless. I can read. I have eyeballs that I can do the reading with. How was Worldless? Hello, welcome. There might be pre-rolls. It's been forever since I ran ads, so... If you're being advertised to by Twitch, I'm sorry. R.I.P. You probably are. Maybe not. But hello, welcome on in for those coming in. I am Dwarfwoot, aka Dwarf, aka Ryan. We have with us some plushes. A Rune Fencer Ilia plush that just came in the mail today, and a Grubbo. And then we have Oliver, who's over there, being a cat. And, playing some Noita. Worldless has been amazing. Excellent. I do not know anything about it. I've never heard of it. What is it? I could look it up. Hold on, I'll look it up 1 second. I will see what the Worldless is. I suppose I'm sorry for those coming in that may not be familiar with Noita. I'm sorry if there's like some spoiler stuff. I was doing some investigation stuff. The Worldless does something. That's true. One moment. Alright, Worldless. Worldless is a stylized 2D platformer with a unique active turn-based combat system and mind-bending interpretive narrative. Players embark on a journey of self-growth and understanding, pushing the limits of their nature in a newly born and abstract universe. It looks very pretty. Yeah, I like abstract art styles a lot, and like minimal art styles. I have a lot of trouble with watching something or seeing something clearly if there's too much visual noise. So abstract and minimal styles tend to be very appealing to me, and it looks like it has those kinds of styling going on. It looks very good. Kind of a light Metroidvania with a rhythm combat. Is it rhythm combat kind of like they say Hollow Knight, like choreographed combat, or is it rhythm like you have to time things to like a beat? Because yeah, like, I mean, maybe not as extreme as Necrodancer, but I like rhythmic combat in that there's like an ebb and flow to the combat and it feels choreographed when you're doing it right. I don't like actual rhythm-based stuff because I'm bad at it. Like, it's fun to watch other people do it, but I can't. I have zero rhythm coordination. Not very hand-holdy. I mean, that's fine. Has stuff to be learn moves. No languages to translate yet. I mean, I feel like that's probably the norm. As much as I love deciphering a world language thing, I definitely would not expect that in a game normally. There are attack timing bonuses, and you want time defenses. You take turn and turn them into... Is Artsy going to yell at me for saying languages? No. Okay. Oh, you know what? We could start chants soon, actually. Artsy, soon. Like, actual soon. I was trying to decide what to play the other day, which is, what? Oh, because I need to wait for you to be done. Yes, okay, well... Artsy, we can... Have I started the next 2 weeks?
I mean, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Chance of Sinar is on my soon-to-play list. Most likely, you know what? This is not fully committing, but, so I'm gonna be taking about a week off of work next month. I do have some stuff I'm doing in that time, but I might play Chance of Sinar during that. Because it might be fun to kind of play that, for a bit each day. And then just go through it. Like mid-May, I'm taking, some time off of work. to 17th. Hey, we have some overlapping time off. Yeah, I'm gonna be off, I'm checking my schedule now. So the days I took off were like the 10th through the 13th, but I never work on Tuesdays, and I usually have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. So technically I could work like the 8th and the 9th. They could schedule me for that if they want to. And like 15th and 16th they could schedule me, but I wouldn't normally work those days, so we'll see what ends up happening. I'm hoping that the end result is I get a huge chunk of time off, but the reality is that I might only get like like 5 or 6 days off. Either way, it's gonna be bonus extra time off, and I'm getting paid for it, so you know what? It's great. I'm also curious what might also happen. So I don't know the specifics here, but as I understand it, Hades 2 might be playable like in a week. From what I understand, the technical test that like went out is only going to be going on for about a week or so, and then if it doesn't run into any major hiccups, I'm pretty sure they said that the early access will just start like right after it. Yeah, so if you watched the developers stream of it, the two of the developers were streaming it on YouTube the other day, and they specifically mentioned in it that if nothing goes wrong during the technical test, yeah, Greg and Amir. Artsy, I'm terrible with names. Okay? You should know this by now. They do have names, but I'm going to refer to them as the Hades devs. Some of the Hades devs. Because I refuse to name every single person all the time, because if I try and do that, I will go crazy. And we have to try and find ways to stay sane in this world. But yeah, but they were streaming it, and they specifically said that if there are like 0 hiccups during the technical test, then the early access will probably just launch right after it ends. If they run into hiccups during it, like if it turns out, because part of a technical test is like when you sign up for one, Twitch is like, or not Twitch, Steam is gonna like send your system spec data, and then they're gonna send them out to try and get every different combination of specs they can. So like I signed up to participate in it, but I was pretty sure I wouldn't actually get one because I use a pre-built machine that is like a common pre-built machine. So almost definitely hundreds of people with the exact same like specs I have signed up, and they don't need more than like one. But anyway, like ideally, it just checks for a lot of stuff, and then it goes, okay, well, this system can run it, we're good. Or this system runs into this issue, and it's going to report those issues to them. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I know that they mentioned during that the technical test isn't gonna be have the Mac version yet. And I know that it sounded like they said early access won't have it to start with. In theory. So again, I know this we talked about this a little bit at one point, Artsy. But in theory, if crossover works the same way that the Linux kind of version of it works, the Proton, then there is actually a decent chance that it will, as Todd Howard would say, just work. Because, like, from a technical side, the way that works is it just has a giant list, basically, of calls. Like every time the program tries to call for something that would normally be in Windows, it sees if it has a way to point that to a Mac equivalent, and then it just constantly does that for everything. That's a very, very simplified explanation, but as long as there's no really weirdly specific stuff going on, then things should just work. But who knows? Yeah, some things do and some things don't. I would be very curious as to what causes things, like what commonalities and stuff that doesn't work are. Oh my gosh. Do you want to show it? Here. I'm not sure if you want to show it. Okay. Torny's making a cat toy. Well, technically she's making it off of the same thing that she's made a bunch of other little, she makes very cute little, like, mini plushy things. And recently he's been making a few of them for the cats, because Zagreus absolutely loves a good cat toy. I love the review for Death's Door and Crossover that was like, everything works extremely well except you can't see any of the characters. Amazing. Yeah, I know the biggest hurdle for stuff is generally like shader related stuff, which is like controls visuals, like pretty much all visuals and anything on computers is like forms of shaders typically. So if they can't get certain graphic protocols to point correctly, it's not gonna display something. Anyway, Worldless looks really cool. Wonderful, I don't remember if I said this or not, but if you were ending stream because you needed to go do stuff, I hope you don't feel obligated to like hang out here because you raid here. If I don't mind if people raid and run. I'm a big raid and runner myself. I try to always raid to something that I think I'm going to watch, so that like I can have it up on my phone while I go get ready for whatever I'm doing, like making food or something. But even then, I don't always do that. Wait, did Colette just go live too? Oh my god, I didn't know Colette. I didn't get the message. Apparently Colette just went live, and I think she's doing some Hollow Knight rando. Trying to stop early enough to wind down before bed. Yes. That is what I have been working on myself, Fundable. I used to very easily stay up pretty late, and I've been trying to get in the habit of ending stream before 11. So around 10:30 is my goal, and then If it's after 10:30, I look for the next available, like, stopping point. That way I can always try and be in bed before midnight. Because I'm trying to do some sort of way of maintaining a sleep schedule. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what this text is supposed to say. I was trying to read this text, but... It's these letters. I don't know which letter this one was supposed to be. Shoo. Like... Yeah. This might be... It might be a word that's not in English, so... Alright. I am going to close the game and restore my backup, and then we'll continue. One moment. Okay. Alright, backup is done. let us go continue. I probably should have run ads posting. I always forget that the moving the backup takes a little bit. Cause I move it from like a hard drive, like a classic hard drive to my SSD. Going between the two takes a bit. Oh, now Torny wants to show up. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. It's a little cat treat frog. Little cat toy frog. It's a frog that's a cat toy. Bird's like, holy shit. It's a frog that's a cat toy. Anyway, yeah. She makes very cute things. She made the... You can't really see it 90% of the time, but there's a little Korok that she made too, that I absolutely love. It's in my ending credit. Yeah, this Korok buddy. Based off Makar, my favorite Korok boy. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and resume the Noita. Zag's been frogged. And Zag's taking the frog and gone. And he gone. There's the book. Oh. Hi. I don't really want to fight you. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. Alright. Look at this. Let's fix this up a little bit. Hmm. Yes, Ozzy. Yes. What up? What up? Yeah, I need to go test the new version. I was kind of waiting, like, so Dandy did want people to test stuff with it to give feedback. But, like, since I don't tend to create the skins, it's only really helpful for me, like, I, I only usually learn how to do stuff to explain it to people anyway, so I can help out with support and stuff. So, like, I didn't really have anything to test on it other than to make sure it worked, which it sounded like it already worked, so there's nothing. So yeah, I haven't messed with it yet because I was waiting for there to be like a more finalized idea of it. Um, yeah, I mean, if you tell me, like, message me what you want me to try doing, um, I can do it. I probably won't get to it until my next weekend. So like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This Tuesday I plan, so Wednesday probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Custom Night 3.0 releases this weekend, though. Like, or within a week. The Radiance cutscene. Find the sprite of the Night Skull that splits and place it with blank PNG. Wait, the Radiance cutscene. Find the Night. Are these two separate things? When does the Night Skull split in? Oh, wait, is it like when you transform into the shade? Does like the Knight's head open up? I don't. When the shade busts out. Okay. I somehow never noticed like that happen. I just kind of thought it was an instant flash, like you just were the other version. Interesting. Is the Nala messing with this? I'm so confused. I've been pinged. Excellent. Excellent. Oh no. Oh no. Other camera might have just died.
Oh no.
This whole time I thought this was the worst part. I think it was this back part that was causing all the issues. 1 second. 1 moment. Yeah, I think the path limit stuff is fixed. From my understanding with the new version. I need to BRB for a sec. Oh. Hold on. I didn't mean for this to be gone. Alright, we'll have to live with one camera. I guess it's time to get a new camera. If anyone has any camera suggestions, feel free to let me know. Message me on Discord. The cameras that I like, I might get another one of these. I'm just annoyed because they have some issues. But like, use that. Oh, the other one froze. Oh my god. Amazing. So the camera that I use is this one. It's on a little base. It's got a bendy base. This little napkin is one of the things I had to do to kind of fix it because it's loose in this plug, and so if it wiggled, it would like disconnect. But the little plug is that one, and I think the cable for it was messed up while examining the stuff, but at any rate, when it's plugged in, it doesn't get power anymore. And it felt really weird when I plugged it in a second ago, but like I didn't put force onto it, but it plugged in weird. And it now seems to be toast. I think a pin inside of it bent. I think the cable that I plugged into it, I think, was slightly faulty. And when I just plugged it in a second ago, I think it bent a pin, which is very sad. Alright, we're just gonna have to live with this weird blank camera thing. I don't want to fix the username part. It is bothering me. One more second. There we go. Is it too noisy if it's constantly moving? There we go. Alright, that'll be a placeholder, and I will have to order a camera suit. This should be saving me way more mana than it is. Nice. Okay, so this one is now fixed. But this one is not. I think the only way to fix this is to just put something before this. Like another chainsaw. Like, just in theory, but it... Yeah. Could I even get away with just... Pretty much. Well, question really has become, where do I want to get more... where do I want to get more chainsaws from? That's annoying. instead of going, let's just do this. This will be easier. Let's go. I was gonna go here, but I don't want to accidentally destroy the one thing. We still need to do our redo the first at some point. These? Do one of these always start empty, or did this one run out? Is this like the oil thing? Do I need to fill them both up? No, because we have the Mimiki, I mean, we filled them both up with water. Maybe they're nothing. I feel like they should be something. Boom. Alright. We take this... Yeah, I mean, I think less slots than this, but better stats overall. There we go. That's gonna be a lot better. There we go. That fixes it. That does break this, though. Hmm. 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 Six orb. Trying to decide what to do at this minute. I really want to fix up this wand, but I think I need to find more ad manas. I need to find more chainsaws. So I kind of think I just need to go hunt down more spells. I think I need more spells and I need more perks. I think the other things we could do. We could go try. Well, like the robot area, I think I need more drills. It seems like the drills, I think, were the most helpful. I just don't feel equipped to go anywhere. Like, I feel like I just need more perks, and I need more spells. Maybe I'll switch to starter now. We got some upgrades. We have number 1. Got some stuff flipped around. And we got the requirement spells. It's like we certainly have some things that we've improved this run. I think right now I just need to kind of go do some tedious grabbing stuff. Which I don't know if I want to do this minute. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch. Alright. I will be back in a couple minutes.